Hello, I'm Mike from GroveStreams. In this video, I discuss organizations, components, and data streams, and I'll go over how data is organized and managed in Observation Studio. When you sign up for a free GroveStreams account and sign in, the Create a New Organization button will appear. We'll create an organization, but first, just what is an organization? An organization is a workspace, typically representing a home, business, or an organization. It allows you to control user and device access. You can create and own your own GroveStreams organization, or someone else can invite you to theirs. Inside an organization, streams are stored in objects called components. A component is a thing that contains streams and events that may share a similar location. For example, a component might be a sensor that monitors temperature and humidity. Temperature would be one stream and humidity would be another stream. If the sensor were mobile, it could also have latitude and longitude streams that record the location of the component over time. An organization can contain other objects such as dashboards and maps. Click the Create Organization button. I'll give it a name. I'll call it Organization Demo. Clicking the Advanced button will allow you to create an organization based on built-in templates or from a custom template that you or someone else created. The standard blueprint is the default. It comes with some units, cycles, roll-up calendars, time filters, and such. We'll discuss these objects and blueprints more in future videos. Click on the new organization to enter it. This page is called Observation Studio. Observation Studio is where data can be viewed, modeled, and much, much more. This is a new organization. There isn't any data yet, but we can create some data streams manually so that you'll understand components and streams. To create a component, right-click on a folder and select New Component. Give the component a name. I'll model a simple sensor, so Sensor 1. Give it an ID. The ID is used by the API, which devices use to upload data into a component stream. I'm going to give it an ID Sensor 1. Change the time zone to your desired time zone. It should default to the time zone you're at. Mine's US Central. Time zones are primarily used for roll-up calculations. Let's give it a fixed location. If it were a mobile component, it would have to have latitude and longitude type streams. Click on location and pin it in the map. Right-click on streams and select Add Stream. As you can see, there are three types of data streams to choose from. It's important to understand these types of data streams. Let's go over them quickly. The first stream type is a regular stream. It's the most common. Each data point is associated with a date time. Date times can be random or arrive at fixed intervals. An example might be a door open sensor. It would send the door state open or closed each time a door is open or closed. Date times are accurate to the millisecond. The next stream type is an interval stream. Each data point is associated with a start date time, which is inclusive, and an end date time, which is exclusive. An example could be an electric meter recording energy usage every minute. We would say that stream is a 1-minute interval stream. Interval streams become more relevant when we talk about roll-ups and gap detection in future videos. The next stream type is a point stream. A point stream has only one data point and no date time is associated with it. They're good for holding a value that never changes over time. Stream types are indicated by their icons. Streams that are derived, we'll go over derivation in another video, will indicate how they are derived. Now that you understand the three stream types, let's create some. Right-click on streams and select Add Stream. We're going to add the common stream. We'll call it Temperature. Give it an ID. I'm going to go with temp. Again, the ID is used by our API to identify the stream. We can pick from some predefined units that come with the organization blueprint. Being from the US, I'm going to pick Fahrenheit. Custom units can be created if you don't see the one needed in the list. Next, I'm going to create an interval stream, call it KWH. It is recording energy every hour. I'll change it to floating point so that it's using fewer bytes than a double. Notice all the data types can be selected, from including location and direction indicators and file streams. Yes, a stream can contain a collection of files, each one associated with a timestamp. Files could be photos, or it could be a device installation or a patch file. Since this is an interval stream, we set its interval size. In GroveStreams, we call this the base cycle. This is kilowatt hours, so we want an interval size of 1 hour. Custom cycles can be created. The ones we see here came with the organization blueprint. By the way, the smallest interval size that can be selected is 1 second, which GroveStreams handles extremely well. We could support millisecond. We have a sample organization that demonstrates this, but the billing data I/O would be so large, so we've restricted the production cluster to 1 second. If a customer needed millisecond intervals, we'd probably just set up a separate cluster for them. Lastly, I'm going to create a point stream. I'll call it building type. Maybe we want to store what type of building is being monitored. I'll make its data type a string, which is text. Point streams can have a default value. I'm going to add unknown as the default. Let's save the component and open the temperature stream. I open the temperature stream by double-clicking it. As you can see, there's no data in this stream. Typically, data will be uploaded by a device. But let's add a couple of values manually. Since this is a regular stream, each value has one timestamp associated with it. The map icon on the left allows us to view the location of the component at the associated time. This is a fixed component, so all of the icons will show the same fixed location. Let's next explore the interval stream. We're going to double-click the kilowatt hour stream. There's no data in this stream yet. It displays the latest 1,000 intervals. A blank interval indicates a gap. Let's add a couple of values. We're going to save those by clicking the Save button. Notice each interval has a start and end date time, each an hour in size. Remember I mentioned roll-ups earlier? Here's an example. We can now view this hourly stream's daily statistics. We can view the day's minimum and the hour it occurred, maximum and when it occurred, average, sum, the first value of the day, the last value of the day, and gap count statistics. Gap detection is critical for monitoring the quality of the data. GroveStreams quickly pre-calculates all of these statistics for each cycle in a stream selected roll-up calendar. That's about 10 statistics for 3 roll-ups for this stream. In essence, this stream has 30 roll-up interval streams being updated constantly, so that retrieving them only takes milliseconds. This is critical because GroveStreams allows roll-up streams to be used in real-time derivations, event detection, and dashboarding. What I'm saying is a user could receive an alert when a 1 second base interval stream's yearly sum exceeds a certain number. This whole process of saving new intervals, rolling them up, and processing events would only take milliseconds. GroveStreams is built for scalability and for doing rapid calculations and event detection quickly. The point stream. Notice that there's no time associated with it. We can double-click a component to view its details and the stream's latest values. When a component is selected, some quick view information is displayed below. We can copy a component and its stream data and organize them in folders. We can create a template from a component. I'm going to call it Sensor Template 1. And once we have the template created, we can create a component from the template. Just right-click on a folder, select New Component from a template. A new component based on the template is created. The time series streams will be empty. Components are typically created automatically with the use of templates by devices while they upload data via one of our APIs. What else is in an organization? A couple of the big things are dashboards. We'll go over dashboards in another video. Maps. We can double click a map to view it, and it will indicate all your component locations, and if you have events set up, the location of each of your events. Tools. Only organization owners and administrators will see the Tools tab by default. We'll go over these items in more detail in another video. Clicking the Admin Tool button allows you to change some of your organization settings. You can configure organization's user and group capability and security, set up your X509 certificates for our MQTT API, or set up HTTP API access keys. You can test GroveStreams SQL queries. GroveStreams has its own query language based off of the SQL standard and includes some custom language extensions that make querying over time series data much simpler. We have an MQTT monitoring and testing window. You can do all kinds of importing, exporting, manage your organization blueprints and organization backups. Clicking on the notifications button will display system information for your organization. For example, GroveStreams will record any errors that occur when your device passes data to GroveStreams, but it fails validation or an exception is thrown. Okay, that was a high-level overview of GroveStreams Organizations, Components, Streams, and Observation Studio. We'll go over many more items and in more detail in future videos. Thank you for watching.